What's going on, guys? It's Mr. IC Reflex here, and this is going to be my first video of Black Ops 4. I just want to explain to you guys what's going on and why I'm doing what at certain times. To be honest, I don't play this map a lot. Madagascar is probably one of my least favorite maps, so I'm just trying to explain why I'm doing what I'm doing. But I actually do a lot of things a little bit different here on Madagascar, just purely because I don't have a lot of map experience here, just because I hate the map so much. I just noticed that they were getting shot over there in that doorway, so I didn't really want to take that fight right there. If I didn't have to, I wanted to kind of come in and pick up. Unfortunately, that guy there, he just went around that corner just at the wrong time. He would have just went over a little bit earlier, a little bit later, he would have got that kill on me, but unfortunately, I just had the luck there. As you can see here, I'm kind of out in the willy wags. I really don't know where I'm going.
Hostile TAC deploy
this
beacon
map.
active.
So, I use Ajax a lot just purely because of his flashbang. I think it's one of the most valuable perks in the game. It's really good to use when there's a room full of people, when you're outnumbered, or even when you know somebody's in a room but you don't know where they are in that room, just because they, oh, shitty balls. I just gotta kill him really quick. Come around this corner. I think he might have still sat in that. Nope, is he chasing me? Or did he already go through that window? Oh, hi, there he is. I guess he decided to switch around on me there. But yeah, Ajax is really good when you're trying to clear rooms, or you don't know exactly where somebody is, but you know they're in a certain building or certain room or something like that. Also, his shield, his special ability is just completely unmatched. I mean, there's nothing better than that shield there. The gun that I'm using, the reason why I'm using that is just purely because I'm just kind of messing around. It's on this new map, so I don't really have a certain gun I want to use. I don't know really what the terrain is truthfully like, so you always go with an AR if you don't really know what you're getting yourself into.
Enemy marksman, look.
Basically, I'm using this gun. It's actually pretty decent, especially if you have that laser sight there, because you can aim and use that the best as your ability, and you don't always have to aim down your sights. I think the laser sight is one of the most useful perks, because when you're stim packing, whenever you're healing yourself, you can actually still shoot and still aim pretty well because you have that sight. So you could still have quite an advantage on the enemy, especially if you're healing, because you're healing and shooting at the same time. It's very nice to be able to put out damage and then still heal at the same time. That other guy, I was pretty lucky actually. I shot through the first guy to do a little bit of damage to the second guy, so I get that last burst off, so I could actually kill him before he turned out. That bullet would have went through him the first time, then I would have never got that kill. This guy just went down here, which concerns me a little bit, but I really shouldn't have rushed that corner that fast. I think he's actually behind me right now. I'm just kind of watching my back here on the mini-map, just seeing if I see my teammate just died. So that's how I knew there was actually somebody behind me. I was actually watching the mini-map to see and wait for that to happen. I did think there was somebody behind me, I just didn't know where they were. And I knew there was someone before me, so he would have died before he shot me. Unless the player was really good, and he would have just looked at the situation and chose to pick me up. But that's usually not going to happen.
Activating barricade.
Even a good player will sometimes just shoot as soon as they see an enemy, even know that there's two, and they don't pick the correct enemy to shoot at first. That's another thing that I think is very important when you see enemies. It's very important if you see multiple enemies to choose the best one to shoot. Like in that case, I chased this one guy, which really put me in a bad scenario, and then I went around the thing and he saw me go in that direction. What I should have done was go and hint that direction and then turn back around and then finish them off there. My move was way too predictable, and even when you saw me turn that corner, there's actually more people, so I was really in a bad spot that time. I think I might have stole somebody's kill right there that was using the Tempest ability, because I believe he got knocked down before I killed him. I don't know how I didn't see that guy that just killed my teammate there. I was actually going to move around and go try to flank him, but luckily he came right back. So he couldn't have been that good of a player if he saw two players and then still try to take the exact same approach and fight them. I'm just trying to reposition. There's a lot going on in there. I think I'm going to go ahead and flank down here. Come around. I see this guy over there at the blue. He's too far range. I'll just waste my ammo, but I hear him now. Oh wow, there's three guys around that corner. I say I don't want that smoke. So I'm going to go back up here. I'm going to see if I can actually go this angle, get the high ground. I've never really seen anybody do that before, where you do the crouch, and then you do the shoot at the same time. It seems pretty effective at basically any range. But I don't really like taking long range fights in this game, just because it just seems like people will just take cover and heal, and you're just going to play this play this stupid game and give your position away and inevitably just get flanked and get toasted. So I like to avoid those long range and get those medium to close range fights as much as possible. I find myself winning most of those fights, no matter what gun you really have. The Spitfire is really good if you can be able to, if you can shoot in a straight line with it. I find myself not really having a good time with that gun because it just never seems to shoot straight for me. But maybe that's just because I'm not used to the weapon. I knew he was coming from, but I had no idea. So there's a guy behind me, so I'm trying to kill him as soon as possible so I can turn and shoot the guy behind me. There's two of them, so there's nothing I could do, so I'm just going to call it quits right there. And not even bothered to try to get out of that one. I didn't know the map terrain, and I didn't know anything about that enemy. He just got lucky there. I didn't know where I was going. He luckily had a shotgun waiting for me, so he did pretty well with that. He came out on top. So right now we're doing pretty well. I'm going 17-8. Some of my teammates are playing as good as well, 19-7 and such. So we have a pretty decent team right now. I saw my teammate just die from the guy over here, so I know there's at least one guy, but I saw two on the mini-map. I saw him run over there. He had no idea. He was focused on my teammate. He should run into my teammate. I know there's a guy close to me here, so I'm turning. And see, that laser sight right there came in very important for me because I just didn't even have to aim down my sights. I didn't have to wait that half a second where that other guy could have done a little bit more damage to me than I would have done. I'm approaching to him, this guy. Luckily, my teammate killed him. I was going to come around from the different angle just in case if he did manage to kill my teammate. He just would have been low on health and he wouldn't have been able to take me as well. Here, my teammate just died up there. He is a sniper, so I wasn't really worried about it. But snipers do, if it's a good sniper, they have a really short kill time, so they can really toast you quickly. So I try to move just as fast as I do with any other player. If you have a sniper rifle, I try to advance and get as much damage on you as fast as possible, and make sure that your aim is all over the place, taking damage, so they can't have an effective hit. I see a guy there. He kept rushing even though I also hit him through that other guy as well. It's got some decent penetration. It's penetrating through a lot of different players and doing a lot of different damage to two different people at the same time, which is really good. But that just happens to just see where my line of sights are, and that's just luck of the draw sometimes. I'm not actually lining these up on purpose. But I'm just trying my best to hopefully get those. So I'm seeing that on the mini-map that there's a guy at least to my right, and I don't know which way he's going to go. He looks like he went right. I see this guy right around that corner. I'm going to throw it there. I flashed him. I know there's guys coming around this corner. He had his sight aimed on me. That assist or that kill, I don't believe was the guy that I wanted there. Luckily, he ran out of ammo there. He should have reloaded or focused on something else there. He rushed there when he wasn't really in a position to rush. He, unfortunately, just wasn't ready for it either. I'm going to try to move away from combat there, but unfortunately, somebody got me. I have a lot of kill streaks right now. I'm going to use this first, even though it was kind of a waste because somebody already had it. Right now, I'm just trying to add up as much kills right at the end of the game as possible. If I can drop this sentry, I'm going to, but it's not a big problem for me. I'm just seeing if I can get any sentry kills with that. I didn't get any kills with that. But I'm going to drop a sentry right out here in the main. I'm thinking about in the back of this truck if possible. I'm dropping it right there just for now because there actually is another sentry gun on my team straight up there, so it wouldn't have really been worth it to put it right in the back of the truck because two of our sentry guns would have just been shooting at the same people. And although it would have held that one point down, I'd rather just hold that entire main thing down instead of just doing that. There's a guy up here, and I know he is. I shouldn't have jumped and shot there. I jumped too quickly, let my position known. Two guys happened to be behind me, and I learned my lesson for it. I've got a really good lead on this other team. I've got a 3.1 KD ratio, so we're really playing well right now. He's still up there, so I'm going to go ahead and take him out of the game and get the final kill of the game right there. So it was a really good game. Two of us finished with a 3.0 KD. He just happened to have one kill above me, but we had a really decent KD there. Our whole team played very well. We all finished over 1.0. Only one person on their team finished over 1, so it was a really good game, a really good team effort there.